Okay, going to be working on the DA today, doing some grips for use without gloves. I like to TT with gloves because I have no bar tape on my bullhorns and sweaty hands. Don't sound like a safe thing when trying to go grab the brakes or to corner. So I'm just going to do a little video here, kind of like a time lapse. I'm going to speed it up and show what I did. I already got one side done. Go ahead and flip the camera around and show you what I got. Alright, so what I started with was a mountain bike foam grip. It's a Bontrager deal. It's very light. It's the right ID for the felt bar, which I think is 22. Could be wrong on that, but I think that's pretty close. Anyhow, I already cut this one, so this is the piece we're not going to use. The bond goes bye-bye. We're going to use the Traeger bit, and if I go over to the bar here, I'll go ahead and show you what I got. So we got the 3T little knife blade levers, pretty small brake levers, and so this is the foam pad all shaped up. It's definitely much bigger area than what it was on the other side. I'll show you. So you can see it's pretty thin aspect. Let me swing this through. But you can see there's a big lip coming off lever there. Also have these holes, I guess for cables. You know, maybe if the wires or the brake cable, Di2 wires, are external to get them inside the bar. But there's one above and one below. I've always taped them up with electrical tape, but now with the foam bits, that's not going to be a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot a quick video, and yeah, so let's walk through this. Alright, so what we're getting at here is pulling off the 3T lever, and that requires undoing the cable at the brake. And then the adapter I have on the bullhorn, you need to pull that off, a little struggle, and install the foam grip. And then we're going to come behind that and install the adapter back on, followed by the cable through the housing, push that all the way through, pull it through the noodle, and then get the handle put back on the bullhorn. But I'm going to have a bit of issue here, and going to require pulling off the wheel and then adjusting that adapter because it pushes back the foam grip. Anyways, get that all sorted, and then I'm going to apply some tape to protect my surfaces. So here I'm using a razor blade to remove large portions of material, and then I come in behind with my 3M emery cloth 80 grit, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Do a lot of work, some sanding here, there, front, back, little at a time. Remove the tape and make sure everything looks good. Now we need to tighten down the brake cable, slide the protective sheath over the excess, and route that so it doesn't get in the way. Alright, yeah, so all done, and I think it turned out okay. I might shape it a little bit more. You know, I'm always perfecting stuff. You know, a good saying I heard or I live by is don't stop until you're proud. So, am I proud yet? I don't know. Got to look at it in a better light. But I think this will work out. Be easy to cut off if I decide that gloves is faster and the way to go for me. But yeah, let me show you what we got, the complete dual setup. All right, so this is the left-hand grip, and it just needs to be rubbed out maybe a little bit more so it smooths out. But yeah, I think it's okay setup. Definitely don't like bar tape. You know, I find that it gets kind of crappy pretty quick, and while it's easy to replace, I've never been happy with how it turns out on bullhorns. But yeah, it looks like I need to sand down there a little bit, smooth it out, maybe change the shaping here on the side some. But interesting thing about sanding this down is I had this the smell from it. It's kind of bringing back memories of, you know, when I was a kid and I was trying to figure it out, and it smells exactly like an eraser on a pencil. When you're, you know, erasing your work or your mistakes, I guess, or cleaning stuff up. That's kind of the smell I was getting there. But anyhow, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And pretty easy mod, 30 minutes per side, I think, and that includes pulling the brake cables and adjusting the brakes back to how they were. So this is the stuff I used to get the shaping done. There's one of my cameras that I filmed the time lapse with, but I just used 3M's emery cloth. It's 80 grit, I guess. Used a small piece like this. I love this stuff because it bends around the contours real easily. It gives you a nice round shape. Do some macro adjustments. I use just a regular razor blade, and then I think you saw me using this to kind of get the shims in place for the brake levers. Yeah, so if you find these videos entertaining or useful or helpful in any way, just go ahead and click the subscribe button. Put stuff up every once in a while. Sometimes it's got to do with bikes. Sometimes it has to do with espresso machines. I just never know what I'm going to throw up there that I just might think might be useful for other folks.